everybody. I hope you're all doing well. I have not been out. This is the first time I've been outside today. Well, this is as much outside as I've gotten, but just said it was hot today. And I thought maybe the evening would cool down a bit, but it's still hot. He turned the fan on for me, so, and it's, sun surely will. It's on, I'm on the east side, so it should cool me off a bit. There's not a stitch of wind. Not a stitch of breeze out there. There's not a leaf moving. How's everybody been doing? I was telling Joe, you know, I like the painting, but sometimes I run out of ideas. I love your ideas. That winter farm and the girl walking through the woods. I mean, I like them to turn out good, but it isn't always about how they turn out. It's about the community that we have and the encouragement and our positive way of dealing with each other. And I try to do the best job I can, of course. And I don't think you would give me anything so difficult if you didn't think I was at least up to giving it a really good shot. And I don't think they turned out bad at all. I mean, sure, a professional could have probably done a lot better, but then it wouldn't be mine, would it? It wouldn't be ours. It wouldn't be yours and mine. And that's kind of how I feel about that stuff. But, a person has to do something else once in a while. Oh, I had so much fun doing that pink tent. At first I was just doing some kind of tent, kind of a little glamping tent, and then I thought, all this Barbie stuff's going on. Let's use it. So that one, I think my granddaughters, my younger ones, are going to they're going to want to cabbage that. So it may be a thing where Mom and Dad have to kind of say, well, it's for all of you, and we'll put it in a frame or something where all of you can see it. Or I may just do some more similar things. But no, I would really love some more of those challenges that you gave me. They were a challenge. Thank goodness I grew up on a farm. I'm familiar with a farm, even in the winter. Now, I can't say that was the best one. I'm sure there's things I forgot. But, I mean, it's not about being hyper-realistic. It's about putting what your brain and heart are feeling on that canvas. I guess that's how it's like with my writing. If I write it in there and then it just feels wrong, then I just delete it. I can't do that with a canvas, but, well, yeah, I can. I just paint over it. I was looking for America's Got Talent tonight, and I couldn't figure out what the heck, what's going on. Finally realized it's Monday instead of Tuesday. I get things so mixed up. This is where Joe wants to fill in this ceiling and paint it. And do some other stuff out here. He wants to take up this. We've got one of those green indoor-outdoor carpets. Probably been here for 30, 40 years, I don't know. And it is comfortable. And the kids used to vacuum it. I used to be able to hire my high schoolers' grandchildren to come over and do some housekeeping. That was when Joe was working, And it was just like, I couldn't do very much, a little bit here or there. But they would come out and vacuum it, because leaves and stuff get tracked in. But he said he's going to rip this up, and he's going to clean up the boards underneath, or the floor underneath, and paint it. If it needs any replacement boards, he'll do that. I got a good guy. I've got a good guy. He's been working so hard today trying to fix his car. The air compressor for the air conditioning unit went out. And he hasn't been able to drive it since, because he has to tear the whole car apart to get in there to where that little air compressor goes. And so he has to take the headlight off, and headlights, and he has to take the bumper and the whole front grill section, and then some stuff on the inside, just to get down to that air compressor that's and he can't come up from the bottom to get to it. Hopefully these vehicles, as old as they are, will keep going, because from what we're hearing about the newer ones and all the computer things, that everything's running off of a chip. I use a computer, but I'm not a computer nerd. I don't know how to fix the darn things. And Joe is kind of, he doesn't mess with the computer. He just kind of looks that up to me. If he wants to see something or look something up, then he'll ask me, and I will. That's no problem. Now, when he was working over there, he had to do inventory on the computer and at the warehouse, but it was like one program, and I knew that one program, and so that's what he did. Probably some kind of a spreadsheet or inventory sheet that was on there, and he knew how to work that one program. So that's and it's like sometimes I get comfortable with a particular program and how it's working, and then an upgrade comes in, or an update, and it changes the whole thing. My editing software for this stuff, man, it does that to me, and it might upgrade on the same day. And I'm sitting there like, come on. So I don't know. I'm getting through it. I do use it a lot. Obviously. But it's like, a little bit of a learning curve once in a while. But it keeps me learning, so I guess that's a good thing. I'm either getting used to the temperature, or it has cooled down a little bit just since I've been out here. Joe has been, that poor guy, he's been he's been working on a car all day, and he's eating his supper, and I suppose he's going to just knock out in his chair for a while. He just works so hard. And when it's 90-some degrees out, and you're out there working in it, man. But like most guys who are able to work on cars, it's like, if you don't work on it in the heat, then you don't work on it in the cold. When can you work on it? But gotta feel sorry for it. If it gets really, really, really hot, like in the over 100 degrees, then I would really protest him being out there. Because it's hot working on that stuff. But we're sure glad we still got this 30-some-year-old machine sitting out here. That big old blue van. He can fix it if it needs it. Generally, he just needs to replace a belt or replace a hose or something. Every once in a while it's something a little more complicated, but at least he's able to do it, and he knows it. You know, he knows the ins and outs of it because we had it for so long. It's a 92 and we bought it in, I think, 98. That Astro van. If there's a day where it cools down enough and I'm able to, I might just get out on that scooter. I love all of you. Smile, baby. There's yours. It's getting a little dusky out, so I'm going to close it down before it gets dark. Good night.